Good evening, everyone. This is King Calvin Jones Jr., aka King Cal Cutter, the CEO of WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company. Just wanted to get on here to kind of update you on what's been happening with WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company. As of today, we have pretty much, we're pushing up to 53 stations, 53 stations, not including this one. This will be 54. But we're in a process of getting 10,000 other WCJC digital broadcasting companies. That's still my primary goal, even though them other 50 came, that's extra. But I'm still looking to work with people that are interested in starting their own personal home-based business, because this internet thing is becoming one of the hottest things ever as of late. And I wanted to give you an opportunity to connect to something that is historical. This is not just your everyday internet radio station. I also use this as a business platform at the same time too. And so for those of you all that are interested, you can connect with me by calling 313-471-1383, or you could go to Facebook. As some of you all have been coming through Facebook. Appreciate that much for all of the Facebook connections. We know Facebook is really working. A lot of stuff is happening through Facebook, more than what I thought. A lot of people was hating, but I've got a lot of people. I met a lot of new friends, a lot of business people, and all of that good stuff. And I've been able to communicate with some great people. So never knock something out the game. Facebook is still what is happening, even though it's had its challenges. They're pretty much doing pretty decent with what they're offering people. But I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company. It is my platform, and looking to help people. This is a legacy, because we get artists, and I've got dozens of artists actually that have submitted their stuff over a period of time, should I say. And I could be playing their stuff here because I've got like other particular pages that I've actually built, such as Facebook News and Facebook 24/7 online radio, and other things that the other members of those groups have actually attempted to help me build. I built most of it because I'm a hard worker. I have to do all the naming, and I talk about that a lot. And a lot of the things that I do put my hands to. And so being the CEO, one of the other things that we're going to be initializing at the same time is teaching people how to become FTC educators. Now, it costs nothing for the materials, but because WCJC Digital Broadcasting wants to help other people, we may ask for a contribution. May or may not, is not actually needed, to run what I run. But eventually, it's going to have to get to the place, because we're actually going to start doing seminars to make people aware that they can be a part of the FTC team. That's what I'm basically about. When now that deals with the competition, fair competition and stuff, and educating the consumer. So, and stuff like fair debt collection practices and stuff that you need to be informed on. I'm actually a colleague with them, and I try to utilize what I've been given to help other people. First to you all, and then to the people that are not pretty much connected at this time to the network. But those of you all that are able to hear the broadcast, want to give you an opportunity to take advantage of some great stuff. You can file a complaint, stop unwanted sales calls, report identity theft, get a free copy of your credit report, and order material, which is free of charge. You can do it yourself. I mean, that's one thing, but you might not do particularly what I'm willing to like basically train you through my company, WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company. I will physically teach you how this can put you in a nice place. If you need a blessing, you can get it. People, will bless you, even though you don't ask for donations. Even though it's free material, people might just give it for your time just to come speak, and they might pay for you to come speak, but the materials can be free. See what I'm saying? You can pay the material, to give out the free material is one thing, but I can show you how you can generate income too by going to speak. The material is one thing, but you can get paid for your time because it's time and effort. I mean, as they say, man don't work and man don't eat. I mean, they couldn't say that to people like myself and others that have put their hands to the plow, because that's all I do. When I'm able to do it, I do it, to a full capacity. And to tell you the truth, it ain't taking long to pay off. I mean, seeing that my company hadn't lasted like 80, 90 years and all of that, but it happened in a short time. I'm already up close to like 53, 54 companies already in less than like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And now that's some big stuff. That's called establishment, man. In less than, I extended my call letters for additional years, but it hasn't even been a whole complete 4 years yet. And in less than 4 years, that's some work. Most companies have been in business half that time and haven't got even close to that. Not saying they ain't doing what they need to be doing, but I've got a different drive and a passion because I've been through some stuff. And when you've been through with stuff that I've been through, you just get that tenacious spirit that you can't be topped. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at myself, I say, I don't think I fall in the category of that, even though I'm about fair competition. I am about fair competition, but I mean, how you going to compete with somebody that's going to create 10,000 companies? I mean, I'm in a whole different league by myself. I'm in a league by myself. I mean, trust me, when you just get like me, and one of the companies I'm connected to, I'm bringing 10,000 people to it automatically. No lie. I'm bringing 10,000 people. I've been promoting it for the longest for everything I'm connected to. And that's for like WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company. That's for Coast to Coast. That's for every business I'm connected to, even for the FTC. The minimum that I can bring, because I'm with them, I bring in 10,000 people too, to that, to be educators. If they ain't already an educator, they can become a consumer educator, educate people, and then go out and make money. You know, if that's what they lacking. I'm not a big person, trust me, I'm not big on that. All my blessings did not come that way. I didn't have to pay big money. But like I said, you know, opportunities came to me. I just learned Dougie Fresh label and everything today, and I submitted my stuff to Dougie Fresh, but I was already a part of the Dot Gang, which is a record label. So now I'm part of two things at one time. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually not under no contract with the Dot Gang. It's just pretty much I submitted one song to them, but the whole point of me doing that was to reach the streets, to reach the hood, the community with what I got to bring to the table. And I got some versatility, and I can rap about anything at any given time in a God kind of manner. So that's what WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company has to offer you, and then teach you how to do digital radio. You know, let you run your own station. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whether you're a dog or whether you're a kid, you can take off in a whole nother level and become a star like overnight. You know what I'm saying? Start your own company and get a break while I'm promoting these other companies. I'm still getting like emails right now, even as I do WCJC Digital Broadcasting Companies, from Dougie Fresh's Pose Records now welcoming me to that organization, you know, and then I'm gonna probably everything work out well with the little money thing. I could be doing some big things with my EP, LP, all of that stuff. But I do got like we got more than just one thing. You can actually record too. I mean, this is actually turned into a recording studio. You know what I'm saying? I did it when I first came here. I set it up, and actually I took it to a little closet space, which was hilarious to me because I was trying to see what would make a good booth. I was trying to see which area would make a good booth just to sing, and it was pretty decent, but it wound up becoming a stocking for FTC information until I get booked. You know, once I get booked to do a WCJC event, then I'll be able to bring on everything that I'm doing at one time to be a blessing, because I got a lot of information that can help people, especially with the 10,000 opportunities that I have for WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company. So there's so much that we have to offer, so much that just blown my mind. Also, for those of you all that want to start your own radio stations and want to become an independent business owner with us and want us to push your company, I will actually push it. I'll advertise it, promote it, everything on my broadcasters. When I come on and when I'm doing stuff, I'll actually take the personal time to promote your internet radio station. So I'll help you get your own call letters. I mean, you can start your own digital broadcasting company. It don't actually have to be a WCJC company. We can actually get your own call letters signed up for little to nothing. You know what I'm saying? With additional promotion, with business cards, with everything else that comes along with that. So I do the graphic work. I do my own business cards. I do everything. I'm being consistent and diligent. Those are two things that you need when you're doing any type of business. You got to be consistent, and you must be diligent and devoted. You got to be devoted to the craft that you're in. You must be devoted and diligent to the craft that you're in. You can't give in. You can't give up. You're going to have naysayers that come and try to discourage you because they have given up on their possibilities in life. But you can't allow that to deter you. You have to continue to gain momentum by believing in yourself. Even if no one is there to pat you on the back, you have to believe that it's well worth the journey of succeeding in life, to persevere. And that's what we want to help you do at WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company. I actually do it all by myself. I do everything. I'm like doing more than I'm supposed to be doing. And I have to eventually find people that's not so lackadaisical. You know, I'm trying to get my health together first and foremost, so that I can recover, because I've been through some things. But at the same time, I found myself staying busy. You know, one person that I get is 24 hours in a day. I find myself reviewing music, and then I have to rehearse music, and I have to write new music. I haven't did that lately. I'm trying to sharpen up on my freestyling and everything. So there's a whole lot, and I even teach how to do that. You know, how to enter into freestyle battles, and how to write songs, and how to host your own digital radio show, or start your own radio station. You don't have to have it. A show is just a prelude to your own station. You know, I got to the point where, look, I'm not the one that can kind of like work for everybody else. So, I mean, I did that at some point in my life. I wanted to be free from everything, free from people being on my back and telling me what you can and cannot do. Even though you got little rules here and there every once in a while. But outside of that, it's pretty much free, because I'm the chief executive officer of my company. So I'm pretty much calling the shots, you know, when it comes to this company, and how I will persevere over the years. And I do look forward for it to go from 10,000 companies to 100,000 to billions and even trillions. I mean, because I look forward to adding on to it. You know, once they find out what we all have to offer, you're going to see why there's going to be dozens of these companies all over the world, you know. Plus, I'm getting, you know, I deal with artist management, and I deal with promotion. And as a family member of mine told me today, promoters make a lot of good money. You can make up to $2,500 or more just in promoting. But I've decided, after all of the years of experience that I've had, little over 25 years, I've been able to be in the industry. I've done performances. I have performed. I've been everything from a performer to a hype man, to playing pianos in different churches and things of that nature. So I've been really active in the church community. But now, since I'm getting a little older, I've decided to set back and I try to do the family thing, and the enemy came at the family situation. And I want to let you know, when you're going for goals, the enemy will come at you when you're trying to do something different. And that's why I find myself doing so much, because now my business has become my family more than my family. And I find myself spending majority of time doing what I like to do. And that's different for me from what I've been through. It causes me to, they say, be isolated, but I think it's more, some people will think that it's not as healthy as being around a bunch of people, but if it's going to cause me drama and vex my spirit, and I'm going to see a spirit from everything I'm into, I don't want to deal with it. So I've learned it's best if you can't say nothing good, don't say nothing at all. So I've learned to stay to myself, and this is what made me drive with the passion that I have now. I have a driven passion. I'm accelerating with full speed to my destiny. And my destiny is to help other people. And my destiny is to have a great name for God and God only. I'm not trying to sell out or nothing like that to get where I'm going. I'm just trying to do everything through prayer and much supplication. Which that could, with doing this, I have to make time to do that. I can't say I'm so busy that I can't say I forgive them for they know not what they do, prayer, or I'm too busy with all of these companies trying to find out where the heck I'm going to put everything at the same time. But when you're the executive, things have to be organized. And it's funny because I didn't have WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company passed down to me. So for me to have accomplished, what I've accomplished, and I've accomplished a whole lot, and it's just a short time. And it's not always, I want to say to you, that when you do what you do, it's not always going to be applauded, and everybody's not always going to be 100, and everybody's not going to want to celebrate for you. They're more so focused on themselves. They're not focused on what it is you have accomplished. They're not excited about what you've overcome. And I've found myself in a position where people are not as excited, and you find yourself is lonely on the top. It's sometimes lonely when you go for a destiny and a purpose. It gets lonely because you can't, when you was, before you had anything, you wasn't dealing with a lot of people. So when you at the top, you ain't gonna deal with a lot of people. And I've understood And I'm not trying to be like that. I've been made different. I'm gonna prove it that I don't need a lot of people to back me for what I've did. All I need is a great God and just a few people to be in my corner, and that's it. The rest is history, and it will be accomplished because I've been accomplishing everything from religious, the religious aspect. I don't want to use the word dominated, but I dominated in the religious department. You know, I've been all the way on other religions. I've been talking before great leaders. For when it comes to the kingdom of God, I've actually done that. So that's what, and I found myself with two networks I started that because I got sick, I wind up having a downfall. And I started God's Holy Universal Outreach Church Online Broadcast Network, which I'm going to bring those back into position. I had a health issue, so the company that came up against me changed their call letters and everything, but that's fine and dandy with me, but I don't need them no more. I mean, I've got more companies than they ever dreamed of, and the funny thing about it, they got a facility, an actual building, and I'm running everything out of an apartment, and I've got more stations than them. And my one station is more hyper than they station altogether. With everybody that they include, my one station, I got more energy and my weakness than they do altogether. And it's amazing. And then at the same time, I'm humble at it. I say that with humbleness and grace. Because the only reason I say that, the way that I just said that, it came out that way because they put me through some of the stuff I've been through, and I just want to encourage people that it's not going to be easy, especially if you're the first one to do everything. Oh my God. I'm just amazed that no matter what arena it is in, I'm amazed, and I want to help someone else. I want to do seminars, but I can only do so much now. But I will be back 100%. I remember my arm, when they messed up my arm the first time, I was in the hospital and they gave me some wrong stuff that messed me up. So I was like, oh, well, I'm going to be able to move again, even though every time that you keep trying, I keep moving. There's no stopping for me. I'm going to persevere. I don't care. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to make it through it. And it give me enough drive, and I do stuff like I do now. I come out swinging. I'm going to make 10,000 other companies. Now what? Now y'all really done got me to a point where I ain't playing no more. And I'm going to really show you that I ain't joking. 10,000 companies. Or I might just buy companies in existence. I'll be the one that actually buy a company from the ground up because I'm not even trying to. Think about it. I've been in business for a short time and accomplished what I accomplished. I buy an established company that's already established, the whole company, without even trying. So I know the value of what I've got, and I know what I can do. I can make a company go further than what it can. I know creative ways to get it more attention than what it normally gets. That's why major companies have, somewhat major companies have been looking to work with me that I've dealt with. They might not have been the majors, but they was major enough for me to work with them. And I say that to you, that things will get better for you. And I'm just pretty much giving you my testimony. And like I said, I came through ICU one time and I thought it was done. I thought I wouldn't see the day actually to even, matter of fact, it wasn't no WCJC digital broadcasting company. It was still Calvin Jones Corporation, but it wasn't the way that it is now. But it's been through its challenges. I've had my haters. I've been through some challenging things, but I still persevere. It's challenging, and I've been up for the fight to get to where I needed to get to. And then I get to the place where I'm in the comfort of a place where I get to relax and at the same time get myself healthy, which I said, get myself healthy, because you have to do it yourself. You have to be willing to you got to be willing to be healthy before anybody else will help you along the journey. And sometimes it just have to happen that way. So I say, stay encouraged for any potential dream you have. Like I said, those potential IBOs, independent business owners, I learned that my first company I ever started, I was living with my mother at the time. When I went through my first marriage, I was married once, but I didn't have kids. Thankful, so grateful that I didn't have kids with my first marriage. And the second one was just ridiculous. That was challenging for me because it had me in a different place, but don't want to get off what I was saying. But all of that too did make me who I am today. It really has, it really has made me who I am today. That first marriage was something else, The second one, take it easy out there, because I did those traditionally. I'm like, man, them traditional things will get you killed. They'll kill you out there. You don't want to let nothing take you away. Family, so our friends, I keep them. I rather, if you ain't doing like business, sometimes too, it's gonna get difficult because you'll hear people say to you, not meaning to really say it, but you hear people say stuff like, that's too cheap or something. Like, well, hey, what are you paying for? What are you paying for? You're not paying for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Most people would think because you're doing it out of that it's not, you're not paying a lot of money. But if I charged you according to the money, you couldn't afford it. That's what I'd be like. Most y'all just perceive it like that. If we dealing on a money thing, God got me out of money and got me into faith. Because if I was dealing with money, couldn't nobody pay for it. Man, I'd be out of the world. I'd be Buzz light years if it came to the money thing. So I could quit playing with the money game because I knew I was to be dominating in all arenas. I dominated anyway, and I knew it. So I got out of it, and I started living by faith. And self-explanatory. I still go off of what God told me. The nation and the kingdom that won't serve me, God gonna say they perish. That's why I get 50 companies. That'll come in no time. Because it's like if it wanna exist, if it wanna stay, it'll connect. If not, then hey, it's history. The rest is history. So anyway, I reached out to companies and must mention to you too. I am an NRA recruiter. I do believe in helping the American people. I do believe in that. My father and grandfather fought for this country in spite of the injustices that have been going on. I talk a lot about everything on here. I don't want to get too drawn off, but I do want to just say a couple of things. Like I said, I'm an NRA recruiter. And those of you that want to make income for that, I'm supposed to be getting 7 to 10 business days. I'm supposed to be getting the recruiter applications, and they trying to figure, regular people try to look at me like, why don't you just go do something different? I'm like, listen here, I could create for me, you, and everybody that's after you and ever will come after you for the rest of your time being in life. So don't pressure me to do that. And you'll find yourself as an entrepreneur or just an activist in life or just a journeyer. You'll find yourself really having to go through some things. And it's not as easy as it's supposed to be. And I feel like doing that because I went through a lot. And it's just a way right now for me to express what I've been through. Because I've been through a lot. There's no way one man can go through all that I go through in the time that I'm living in. And all of that I've heard everything like it's gonna be your last day. And I'm like, really? How about I make your last day? I had to learn how to cope with it. When people challenge me, whether physical, psychological, I master like everything. I can master any realm that is in. So that's why I don't want to be messed with. I will dominate in all sectors. That's my drive. I hate to get in that potential way, but it's been like when you tell me something's gonna happen and it don't happen. They told me years before this happened that my heart was gonna bust. I was like 17. It's like I wasn't even 17 years old, and they don't even know that they told me my heart was gonna bust. I had like 3 little strokes that I had. I've been through hypothyroidism, thyroid storm. I was diagnosed with grave disease, and they tried to give me Parkinson's disease. And I'm trying to say, like, how y'all gonna give me something that I don't actually have because I went through something? But if I allow myself to focus too much, you probably could get that stuff. But I don't see myself going through that. They just want to do what they doing, but I've used it as a platform. People would do dirty stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to do something great, they'll put anything, tag anything on you. Like, yep, you got this, you got that, you got that. No, listen, all I got is injustice. How about you give me that? You know. But you do get these things that are challenging in life, and I did have these things that were challenging. And now I've got my own platform, so I said it on my platform because my life has been something else. Like, man, how do you make it? I'm the same person that is doing this, that I went through a death experience personally. Like, they thought I was probably blacking out or something. Like, I seen nothing. Physically, my body wasn't moving. And one time I was in a hotel and I wasn't even breathing like properly. And I say that I stay humble because they've been trying to kill me from the beginning. You know, they tried it with 90 baby aspirins. Since I got here, they tried to do that. Try to hit me with a car. Try to pop the tires off the car. Try to do this. The devil will do dirty stuff. I've been through so much stuff. Like, and I still persevere. I still press. And they wonder why I don't like to lollygag, because if you've been through it, what I've been through at the age that I've been through, I mean, they ought to be fully like celebrating, but because they lovers of their own self, they're focused more on themselves, and they can get their healing by offering healing, but they somehow get intimidated when there's no need to be intimidated for the drive for your dream. Everybody has one, and I want to encourage you, if you, whatever dream, even if you don't decide that internet radio is for you, I want to encourage you, whatever you put your hands to, that, don't let trials and tribulations take you down. Do not let trials and tribulations take you down. Family is not always supportive. You know what I'm saying? Somebody told me, they understand when you in somebody else's house, they ought to be appreciated that, hey, you trying to do something, but then they don't. They be like, well, we gonna do this, that, and other, and then we don't do nothing. Like, I thought we was going for the dream here, but when I have to do it. So I get to going for it, and I get hated for it. And I've learned this, and don't think it's strange if you hate it because of what you believe. Big people can hate you because they be like, dang, we couldn't even do that. We did all of this like that, but they can hate you for that. And they like, dude, you haven't been through none that I've been through in the natural. I probably knocked the living hell out of you. That's how I feel. I felt like that. Like, y'all keep pressuring me, I'm gonna do something that y'all ain't think I never do, and none of y'all gonna be able to come at me. And so I had to learn how to humble myself, because I knew what I was capable of doing. Even when I'm not in 100%, I'll get 100% for that. But I have to learn that it's not all into that. I don't have to take off the energy like that. I knew that I could. I knew what my possibilities in life were. And I knew the devil liked to challenge me on every level. Like, oh, what will you do? Like, dude, you don't know what I'll do. You don't know what I'll do if you ever got put in a position that I got put in. This last thing right here is about to make me become like mafia styled out. And I was like, and I had to entertain myself in other ways and take my focus off of it, because I would have did some dirty stuff. Like, but I'm trying to figure out how not to even do it at all in life. Think on things as hard as I do. Because the people come at me really, like, really hardcore. And I be like, man, don't do all that. I've been did something that I won't even regret. And I took that, and then what if I do that and take my energy in the wrong way? Now I mess up everything, and I don't want to do that. And I want you to know that these trials and tribulations, they will come to test you. And people will test you, and they be thinking everything, hee ha ha, ha ha he. And you thinking like, nah, this is real life. But in real life, they say you only grieve for a couple of days. But, after what I've been through, it was challenging, to have a cousin and drive by and everything. That made me have to change my thinking, even though I got challenged. I remember times I told my testimony about that gangsters got offended. I said, gangsters ain't real. And the gangster tried to try me. It's like, yeah, you don't do this, that, and the other. I'm thinking like, dude, I'm talking about my story. Now you want to come at me, you about to find out who you dealing with. And find out that person didn't want to do nothing. They was just talking stuff. They found out they didn't want to do nothing. But I've been in positions in life where people will challenge you and reverse stuff. They reverse stuff because they don't have a dream that they want to go for. Everybody seems to kill a dream, and you have to be the ones to persevere. Not saying that they doing it on purpose. Everybody's not trying to do it on purpose. That don't mean they're trying to hate you. They just temporary influence, under influence of demonic oppression. It's what it is. It's demonic oppression that they're temporarily under because they chose to adapt certain lifestyles. And when you choose to adapt to certain lifestyles, you begin to adapt in a certain way. And you do things purposely without you even knowing. But you're not trying to. But when you do it, it does happen on purpose. It does have a purpose, but it's not the right purpose, and you're not choosing to have that purpose. So don't find yourself in those predicaments, because when you find yourself in those predicaments, you'll find yourself not doing your dream. And you'll be doing the enemy's dream. Bringing on depression, oppression, suppression, and stuff like that. Now, not gonna say that you're never gonna come to that, because there should be some more support than it is. This ain't no Alice in the Wonderland. Maybe I'll support you, maybe not type stuff. It's gotta be real people who support you, and those people will come down the line. They gotta understand too where you are coming from and understand why you have to do it. See, the reason I did this is because of what I've been through. The reason I've got the companies that I've got connected to me, because there's something that I've got to say. And the only way to say that is to deal with the audience that I'm trying to reach, so I can tell them what I want to say. So I might be rapping, might be singing, I might be listening to something that be way out in left field. But guess what? I got something that's life changing that I gotta say to that audience that'll blow their mind. Because life has brought on experiences. And you're gonna have experiences, but don't let these things take you down. Like I said, it wasn't as easy as it is, especially when you've been through ICU once, no family support, twice, no family support, like then a death experience, still no death support. Hey, I mean, no support. I mean, like, wow. What do you mean? I mean, like, how do you do that? And you still supposed to live. And everybody say, oh, don't have this and don't have that. But you have to find a way to make it through. And they think, oh, you can do this, you just this, and you just that. But you don't feel like that all the time. And I know people have told me, send me messages via Facebook, and have told me their family has done stuff, and I can bear witness to it. Because I know your family is not going to be supportive. They're going to start talking a bunch of world trumpet stuff, and you're going to have to let them know. Like, hey, how you going to be disrespectful? I had to get in a place, I had to check people around me. Like, hey, look, you just ain't going to go around here just doing anything. You can't just come around here off the chain like that. And I say, your life, and you going to start tripping, we don't want that to happen. And that'll throw you off. If you experience some of that, it'll throw you off, because that's dysfunctional. That's not proper thinking. That's dysfunctional, man. When you got your family doing, I came from some people, I'll be like, man, where the heck did they come from? Where did they come from? And where are these other people coming from? Because I don't respond well to what they offering me. Because I'm bigger than what I think, further than what they think about me. And I know I'm more successful than what they see. And I get to myself, I can do more of what I want to do. I don't have to have nobody doing nothing crazy. I don't have to check somebody. I don't have to do anything. Now I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? Now I can get stuff accomplished that I didn't get accomplished before. I don't have to worry about nobody coming up stopping nothing. Now I can persevere. Now I can, if I say I want to do 10,000 companies, I can get 2,000 companies. If I need to perform, if I need to record, I ain't got nobody worried about what I'm going to do. If I need to relax, I can relax. Because I went through, and I'm being comforted by the Holy Spirit. And sometimes that's all you need. It's the Holy Spirit and good people to watch over you and care about you. And that's it. And that'll help you live your dream. That'll help you live your dream. And that's what I did. I've taken the initiative to, through all, you're going to have some good days and you have some bad days. But the good overwhelms the bad. That's what I'm trying to believe every day. That the good should overwhelm the bad days. It should really overwhelm the bad days. It really should. You know, you have to keep pressing though. Press for your dream. Press. I did it, and I remember as soon as I left, true story. Here, this is a true story to help somebody. As soon as I left my mother's house, I started recording all kind of stuff. As soon as I went back again, I stopped. As soon as I came back again, as soon as I got away from there again, a guy from the UK came. I mean, not actually physically showed up, but connected to me. Then another person, another CEO connected to me. Then 50 companies connected to me. Then all this stuff connected to me. And I was like, wait a minute. Now everything connected to me. When I was there, couldn't nothing connect to me. But now that I'm here, everything has been working out for my good because can't nothing stop me from my destiny. Only people that want to try to tell you what to do, and them people, I don't know, I don't hear from them. I don't hear what they say. People who haven't been through that wasn't encouraging, I don't listen to them. They be my footstool to where I'm going to, because they was not there. They didn't give me a cup of water. They didn't take me in. They didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even offer a helping hand. They didn't do anything. But anyway, I just wanted to let you hear about one of the little guys that I inspired through what I went through. I met him by Young Success, and he's a producer here in the city of Detroit. I help Detroiters, you know. I wasn't always a fan favorite of the city. It was like Nineveh to me, because these people won't listen to what God said. So it's like any city. My own hometown, but probably not here either. But I probably wouldn't have made 50, probably wouldn't have had 50 stations either. Because I had family that would have me on everything else. I probably been just doing the regular stuff. And I wouldn't have probably never got to the place where I am today. But I found out I am so happy. I am so happy. Now I can say that through all of that turmoil, I am so happy to be in a place today where I'm at my destiny point. Even though I went through a death experience, near death experience, them telling me that and all of this has been true, and I had to get to myself like, I had to do it with all that I had left in my body. I didn't even have nothing left in my body. And I said, I had to scream out help, like, hey, help, do something. Because I had already done a lot. And it was already in me to help, like, people. But sometimes family won't back you and support you and you had to find yourself. But they are the first ones to say, "Hey, you got some money? Hey, you got this? Then we'll support you." You know, when you low and when you ain't got nothing, they won't call and see how you doing. They won't call you not one time and say, "How's your health?" I didn't get not one of those phone calls, and people to this day, I will not allow that to affect me. I mean, if I get a phone call, that's a way for me to reach out. I mean, my mother does awkward stuff like send me stuff on Facebook, chain messages, and Jesus loves you and stuff like that, which I know that. But do you love me? You the one been caring for me. So I already know that Jesus loved me. But do you have the love as a son? You love me like I'm your son, you know. So I had to be the example to my own mother. I had to show her how to, you got to do this like this. No, do it like this. Even though I'm the firstborn, I had to be like my mother's daddy. I had to be like, dang, I felt like I'm telling you, how's that like that? I don't want to be your daddy. You supposed to be my mother. Learn how to be my mother. And everything will be all right. But I understand when you coming through like that you'll find yourself. So I'm saying this to some people that I believe you go through. Don't think that you're the only one going through this, because I have been through it, and I want you to be encouraged and not to give in and not to give up. And I am the CEO of WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company. I do have a for-profit company that I have, which is in the workings, and I'm gonna take my time building that on this platform too, which is called the God Corporation. And that's a whole nother company. And I ain't even really touched the surface on that one yet. This is a God, WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company actually is a God Corporation, you know, but the God Corporation itself has a whole different mission and agenda than this company has. This is basically dealing with the radio and the entertainment and the medias and all of that stuff like that. Okay. Outside of that, the God Corporation helps everybody. You know, nobody is left out in the God Corporation, because we're helping creators create what is creative. And so on YouTube, I've done some messages about the God Corporation and stuff like that. So, and it's very in tune to this hour that we're living in. The message itself is in tune with the time that we're in. So I look forward to blessing somebody. You know, I don't know why I went in this direction, but I had to do it for my own personal benefit too. But I also want to help somebody else that's got a dream. You might have a lot of that's going on, or some even worse, you know, but I want you to know that you can make it. You know, if you ever need me, I'm accessible 24/7. At the time right now I am. That don't mean that I'm always going to be accessible 24/7. But if you need me to communicate with your personal situation and stuff like that, I can help you with it. You know, who better than the person that's gone through the experience and know how to overcome it? give me a call at my personal number at 313-471-1383, and I'll help you get out of it. And then I would love to hear your success story of how you've done what you've done to be successful. Like I said, my success story was deep. Like I said, I had a challenging time of being a CEO, and I'm not actually working for nobody else, so I spend my time doing this, and I never really liked doing that. So I don't like nobody telling me what to do that don't know what they doing. Truthfully, people I can't work for them because I'm big. My vision too big. I can't work. I'm gonna work for you, and I'm gonna take over your company. How's that? So now I got to the position, and you gonna get people that come along talking about they want to do the love buyout. I'll be like, man, you really got to have something. You got to be 5 or 6 presidents, and half of that, you might as well be King Solomon, before you even think about doing that. But it's interesting to see them try to do that, because I'd be like, listen, there's just one company to buy the whole branding of WCJC. You got to spend for 1,000 companies. And when I heard that, I heard the devil come many different ways. Like, hey, we'll buy you out. What? And then you're going to have to do this, that, and other. That stuff will happen. But I looked at it like, if you could buy me out, I'll start another company, but you won't buy me out because I'm not a sellout. You understand? This company come through suffering. This is something that I'm gonna pass on to it's gonna be a history of this company. It may not be in the same place that it's at right now, because I don't know how long God gonna have me in this current position that I'm in. But the company will always go on, even if it's even if it's not the same tools that we use, and it will continue to grow. I'm just doing it from this platform, but it will continue to grow. Just wait and see. If it done grew in what I say, like 2 years, it has grown, and it has no lie, in 2 years, it hadn't even been what. Truthfully, what happened in been a whole year. It's been probably because I had some challenges. So I say 6 months or something like that. I done had 50 companies come to me. Because it was part of my life, I was going through health situations. So probably 6 months or something like that, out of 2 years that we had reestablished everything, that this happened. So I'm blown away. I'm blown away because it's no way possible that I even had a second company, let alone another one. So I'm really blown away by this. I'm blown away by what God has allowed me to do, and He's allowed me to be creative. Most people should have done this, but they just don't have the time because they got bad people influencing them in their lives and stuff like that. So now that I don't have so many voices on the outside, I'm able to uh, do what it is that I do. Now I don't have nobody doing nothing outrageous. I'm able to succeed in life. I'm able to reach for my highest dreams, and I want to encourage you that you can reach for your highest dreams no matter what it is. Let alone do I have WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company. That's one thing that I'm doing, but like I said, I got the Guy Corporation and I started other stuff too. But it's when you get away from other people that you become successful. See, when I do that, I can become the most peaceful person when I'm by myself, and I've got a drive. When I feel that my drive, if I feel the devil trying to throw something at me, a wrench in my dream, then I get in attack mode. Like, oh, you're not going to take my dream away from me. I don't care what way you coming, but you about to sure lose this one. You ain't going to win another battle from me, from nowhere. I don't care who you using. You will not win another battle. You got to be like that. Hey, you got to be like that. You can't let nobody take you away from your dream. It's not as easy, like I said, it's not as easy accomplishing it, but it is accomplishable. And I'll say one of the other things that I've learned to do is I learned how to say forgive them, for they know not what they do, even though, they did know what they was doing. I still did it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because they really don't know what they're doing, because they don't know what I'm saying when I'm not around. They don't know that I'm a totally different person. I can stay to myself. I'm not doing too much of anything but just trying to make creative ways to help other people. And just want to see people live their life. And that's what makes my life happy. That's what makes me a different person. My life makes me happy when I see other people happy. And this is why I really started WCJC Digital Broadcasting, from the pain that I went through and the pain I've seen other people go through. So now there's 10,000 business protocol, or it's not even a protocol, but it's a method that I'm using to help other people. It's not a protocol, but it is a protocol, to my haters, it is. But like I said, I've got a lot of stuff. I'm gonna play some from a little guy that I met up with when I was going through what I went through, and just to give you something to encourage you, that he did on his own, and he sent it to my email, and I got it for you. I got it here for you to actually hear, and he's fairly decent. His name is Young Success, and this is his production work that he did.
track today.
It's your success. Your success. Your success. Your success. Your success.
Like I was saying, man, these guys are some great guys. I be trying not to forget nobody. Um, Another guy that I got that's very popular in the UK. Let you check out his stuff just to show you that I'm not playing around, that it actually comes true. Chamity, his song "You and Me," I'm actually doing management for him. I'm gonna give you a sample of his stuff right here on WCJC Digital Broadcaster Company. Check this out.
Like a star in the sky, baby, when you close your eyes, wanna feel your body near me, take control tonight. You're the star in my movie, sing, you alone to play the part. Hold on to me, baby, let's go, 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 go. You and me. Shake your body just like that. Wine for me, move for me. Shake your body just like that. Said I'll never be alone again, never be the same again. With the money came a different status, then things change again. Thought of you and my lover, baby, never wanna see you go. Oh, hold on to me, baby, let's go.
Of the UK. And so Chamity wanted me to actually, two things happened with that. He was telling me that he wanted me to, he got a record label. I wouldn't even lie to you. He told me this record label that he got in UK, he wanted to bring it to America. He wanted me to run the American station, and I was like humbled. I was like, really? Are you kidding me? So I asked him again. I texted him and I said, are you serious? You want me to be the CEO of the American Real Records? And he said, yeah, I'm going to be working on it and stuff like that. So I'm truly amazed. I'm truly humble. I'm telling you, I'm truly humble. It just keep getting better and better for me. And then I got an email from a producer. He surprised the living heck out of me. He didn't even tell me who he was. He was just like, I'm from Romania. He said, check this out. And I said, what? And I'm going to let you hear the sample of just one of what he sent me. He sent me 3 tracks that he did. But he from Romania. I'm going to let you hear this one that he let me hear, that it was a blessing to me, because it helped me see what people had did to me, and I actually made a rap out of it that I may eventually do, because it talks about some truth that I've been through. But anyway, I'm gonna let you hear that, and then I'll be back with you. And then I had this guy named Loki Ajaha. He from India that connected to me. He'd been in 15 of the most popular music festivals, and he connected with me, which was amazing, and sent me his material. Sent me 3 of his popular songs that went nationwide, and these BBC even actually had him do something at one of their music festivals or something like that. So he connected with me, and I was truly amazed. I am not gonna play that one right now, but he had sent me some stuff, and then another guy from Afghanistan sent me something, and other CEOs have sent me. I mean, this has been amazing. Also, the road manager for Mats and Bates. Mats and Bates music is on the Steve Harvey show, and he's been on BT Cypher. Yeah, Mats and Bates is really popular. He is the nephew of Dougie Fresh, and I talk to him occasionally on Facebook and stuff like that. But he's really big. He has a song that I'm actually going to let you hear that was on Steve Harvey show, and I had the opportunity to get this song too. It's called Slow It Down, and this is Masson Baker. He is now. This is the nephew of Dougie Fresh, who is very popular right here. And if y'all know who Dougie Fresh is, you'll know who is this is nephew that I'm about to play his song right now. Masson Bates is what you about to listen to right here. It's called Slow It Down.
This is the Legion.
Shawty, won't you slow it down? Turn it around, let me see what's going down. What you looking at? Get turned back on. Oh, you got them tattoos down your back, mine. Make it bounce like it's coming off the backboard. Right now, you can get it if you ask for it.
And you can get it if you ask for it. Bend your ass over here, shorty won't ignore it. Sundress on fat ass, yeah, saw it. I'm in shock how you make that ass clap a lot. On top of that ass like rap a lot. Salute Houston, shorty better slow it down. Too fast, got me coming like it came around. Tiny waist, hard nipples, and a pretty face. How low can you go to this pretty base? Tweet that, got a body in a half, shorty wanna meet that. Pro tools your ass, baby wanna beat that. Show us over dressing room, come on, tweet that.
Shawty, won't you slow it down? Turn it around, let me see what's going down. What you looking at? Get turned back on. Oh, you got them tattoos down your back, mine. Make it bounce like it's coming off the backboard. Right now, you can get it if you ask for it.
Big breasts in my like child. Hot pink on, yeah, I peep style. Bounce that bad ass down this aisle. Lot of tension in the place, ain't even trial. I'ma be around here, my number you can dial. Let me hit it, got me frustrated. Lot of cheeks, look how fluff made it. Dig it deep, cause a nigga upgraded. Put it to sleep, sex in the bedroom, we're back in the Jeep. Yeah, back on the seat, come tackle with me. So girl, just slow it down. If you know like I know, just slow it down.
Shawty, won't you slow it down? Turn it around, let me see what's going down. What you looking at? Get turned back on. Oh, you got them tattoos down your back, mine. Make it bounce like it's coming off the backboard. Right now, you can get it if you ask for it. Whoa.
So as I said, as the CEO of WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company, kind of get the idea of where I'm going. Just to let you hear some of that stuff. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of the major artists. Actually, on the 14th of August, I will be with the renowned superstar and Brother Dre. I will be going to his performance. He wanted me to come with him. I'll be with Brother Dre. He has a new song called I Am. So I'll be with them on the 14th. Like a couple of more days, I'll be able to go out there with him. He reminded me I'm supposed to be going. So I almost nearly forgot about that, but he's awesome. One of the top gospel hip hop artists and a producer, produced major songs like For Me, Push Him Up, What You Gonna Do, and he did actually Get Him, Got Him, and All or Nothing too. So he had the opportunity to do that work for me, Brother Dre, which it was heard on 89.3 FM. Also, it's always heard on my station, WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company. Well, look, God bless y'all and one love to you. And don't forget, if you're interested in being a part of the collective Black people movement, the minimum goal that I have to remind myself to talk about that. That's 10,000 people for that. The NRA organization, because they're creating an employment opportunity. Everybody don't see that they do help people in other ways too. It ain't always about killing and stuff like that. The NRA is not all about negativity. They're offering great solutions. It is great solutions, because you wouldn't want to, I'm telling you, if you was in a gun situation, you'd be thinking, yeah, thank God for the NRA, because you need people to know how to defend themselves. You understand? They don't see that today, but you will see it, that you need to be able to defend yourself and know how to get yourself out of the stuff like that. And that's what I've learned how to do as a member of the NRA. Then you have the right to defend yourself, so you have the right to protect yourself and those that you're around. And so that's what I've done. But we're creating 10,000 opportunities for them too. Even though they told me I shouldn't do it, I'm still going to do it. 10,000 opportunities coming up real soon. So God bless y'all. One love. And keep on pushing them up. This is your boy, King Calvin Jones Jr., the CEO of WCJC Digital Broadcasting Company. I'll be back for some more a little later. I'll let you.
What's happening, everybody? This your boy King Cal Cutter, man. It's about to really go down. I want to encourage you right now. You know what I'm talking about? It's really about to go down in your city, north, south, east, and west, playboy. You really about to feel this one, homie. It's a takeover right now. I'm trying to tell you, dude. It's really about to go down right now, man. Yeah. Push 'em up, 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 push 'em up. Push 'em up, 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 come on and push 'em up, 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 come on and push 'em up, push 'em up. You talking about nothing, I'm talking about something. I'm praising God all through the state. You hearing me now, so hearing me now. I'm praising God all through the state. Oh my God, I need you right now. Need you right now. I need you right now. Blocking these demons away from me. Oh my Lord, it's a brighter day. Oh my Lord, it's a brighter day. Oh my Lord, it's a brighter day. Blocking these demons away from me. Oh my Lord, it's a brighter day. Oh my Lord, it's a brighter day. Oh my Lord, it's a brighter day. Push 'em up, push 'em up, push 'em up, push 'em up, push 'em up. Come on and push 'em up, push 'em up, push 'em up, push 'em up, push 'em up. Cut time, boy. Push 'em up, come on and push 'em up. I'm still gon' say repent, wanna bet, think twice before you make another threat. I forgive, but I won't forget. If you knew God was right next to me, you would jet. You come one way, but 7 ways you gon' flee. Greater is he that's on the inside of me, I decree. No weapon talked about or thought about what come against me. The death angel will leave your body empty. One thing you don't do is tempt me. I'm real, not a pimp. See, I'm not like you, free from sin, so Satan can't pimp me. Push 'em up, push 'em up, push 'em up, push 'em up, push 'em up. Come on and push 'em up, 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 push 'em up. Come on and push 'em up, push 'em up.